For my Bringing Local History Alive project, I will be doing the Gratz Oddfellows, Lodge number 563. The Oddfellows were a group of men, or also called an association of individuals of various creeds and ideas to alleviate each other's troubles in case of necessity, as well as to associate themselves in a unity of friendship, love, and truth. In Gratz, the Oddfellows organized in 1860 but moved around until they finally settled down in lot number 13, which is where the grand entrance now stands. The first meeting took place on lot number 45 and were held there for about 12 more years. On April 8, 1872, lot number 13 was bought from Simon Gratz, and on July 4, 1872, the cornerstone was laid. The building cost $4,000 to build. By 1880, the Gratz Grange rented out the hall and sold food products that they bought from local farmers. The basement of the building was used as a social hall, and it had kitchen facilities which were added in 1920. In 1905, the brick pavement was laid in front of the building and is still there today. The brick came from a company in Shamokin. A mercantile business was added to the first floor in 1900, and in 1920 they expanded to a two-story shirt factory. The lodge provided an environment for Girl Scouts, churches, socials, and suppers. Pictured are members of the Oddfellows wearing their beaver hats, which were like top hats today. There was a medical center which held the first well baby clinic. It had a flower show which consisted of elaborate displays of running water, flower arrangements, etc. It also held the town library for 5 years. In the 1930s, the lodge started holding plays using home talents. These are the tickets they used to get into these plays and suppers. Pictured is one of the props used in some of their plays. In 1926, it held grammar and high school pupils until this school was rebuilt from fire damage. This podium was used for school teachings and Oddfellows meetings. The final addition to be added to the building was a pressing room for the shirt factory. This was added in 1945. Pictured is a light dimmer that they would have used to dim the lights during meetings, plays, and socials. But through all of the other events going on in the building, the Oddfellows still made time to gather. They used peepholes to make sure the people at the door were actual Oddfellow members. The Gratz Oddfellows were a branch of the Knights of the Golden Eagles, which acted as an insurance company today. The Oddfellows paid 10 cents to the Golden Eagles, so if they would get sick, they would receive money towards their disease or even funeral if necessary. The Oddfellows used gas lights to light their meeting room. The ventilation was thought out thoroughly before installation. Because of the meeting room being on the second floor, it would get very hot. The eye on the ceiling of the meeting room was a symbol of love, truth, and unity of friendship, which was the motto of the Oddfellows. The following pictures are badges that the Oddfellows had been rewarded. The meeting agendas usually consisted of figuring out what amounts of money they could give back to eye studies, hence the eye, and children's schools. They were big supporters of giving back. The Oddfellows organization was also a time for men to gather and socialize. They purchased a pool table on December 7th, 1936, and a ping pong table on February 17th, 1937. The costume in the next three pictures is what they used to participate in parades. The belly of the donkey was made from a wooden barrel. In 1940, the membership of all Oddfellow organizations was 1,721,013, and there were 25,427 lodges. The birthplace of the IOOF, or Independent Order of Oddfellows, was in Baltimore, Maryland, on April 26, 1819. The Gratz Lodge ended on March 10, 1971.